I remember that day, the day I started smoking weed, man. I'm not late, Toshiba. I'm not. You're not. Anyway, so we're still talking about the high level of GBV in South Africa. So the problem or the question that we're asking is, how can women help men tackle this issue? Because I feel like if it's a collective issue, then we can do better. You know, so we have opened the question on you. Can send us a voice note on Nosi.
Sorry?
07
07
17176840. Send us a voice note on 071 and just tell us, how can women assist us? Because, well, as men, as corny. But then, you know, while we're talking about this issue, né, I was looking at the, oh my goodness, my pronunciation. Chwe. What's the name? Chwe. Yeah. So I want us to also touch on that topic a little bit, because I felt like the men who do these type of things are really broken. You know, they are super broken, and if they are not being assisted, then we are also raising a boy child to also see this as dope. One thing that I know about Jens Haruhula, you know, smashing, it's overrated, it's decorated, it's over decorated. Sleeping with a girl, it's over decorated, you know what I mean? And now in the communities we have 13-year-olds and 12-year-olds doing it, you know. So I also want us as men to also go back on this thing of, guys, when we were growing up, there used to be a time for things, you know, especially Tinagaya was saved. You knew that God is looking. You had to, like, you know, hide maybe when you kiss. But now, Joy, 13-year-old, bruh, where valelwa? You know, like you go into a guy's place, on 13, there's this other primary school in Ivory Park where we went to motivate and teach them about GBV and drugs and alcohol. And one of the classmates stood up and pointed a bully at the back of the room, of the class. And then she and the whole class was saying, he's raping us. And this is a primary school.
What?
And this boy was saying, he's raping us when we go to the toilets. We go together. Now the girls also of that school go into the boys' toilets. So this boy not only rapes girls, but also rape boys. And they take it as, you know, umdlalo, like a play. Like, you know, when you play mukuku, like they take it as that, because when they raise it in class, I was also shocked that, do the teachers know? And the teachers, it's a norm. You know, like it's a norm, guys. So if we don't tackle this now, the boy children or the boy kids that we are raising now, they're gonna grow up thinking it's a norm. And with how bad things are now, think about that school. It had about 3,600 learners, and it's only a primary.
So you're telling me that it's a whole learner that is doing this?
Yeah, and it's a thing that they used to. It's something that they used to, like, it's just, you know, it's like if you bully me and take my lunch, it's like that.
So they don't see anything wrong, including the teachers.
Who's not seeing it? The teachers. That's what we wanted to understand, because we went there as a foundation. Like, guys, are you guys aware of this? Yeah, but when you call the parents don't come. Sometimes also it's dangerous to leave the kids at home, like when you suspend them and stuff. You leave them again with the toxic parents that they live with, because the community on its own also, you know, it's toxic in jail. Sometimes in Ivory Park, in somewhere Tembisa. So there are some
There's
kids.
something happening to that child at home.
It's not even one, Monique. That's the thing.
Then all of them, because where will they learn to do such things, and then no one is taking them seriously on top of everything?
I think at home, even if it's not where they live, but the community
Around them.
Yeah, around them. Because a lot of people also have this high rate of school dropout. Others are unemployed. So what do you think unemployed people do at home? If there's no opportunities, there's no, what do you think happens? Siyashilana and we smash. And by the way, you know, the gents, or the girls, by the way, I'm at 2000 don't want condoms.
That is true. And they started dating at a very earlier age than us.
Yeah, that's true.
So this
exposed to a lot of bad stuff compared to us.
My question is it the parents, or is it like, I wanted to blame somebody, ne? But so the foundation we're with there, when I blamed the teachers, the teachers will tell you that parents are not there, they are not interested, you know. And then when you take it to the communities, well, Palesa is unemployed, and Palesa stays with Thabo, you know, and the only thing they do every day is sex, watch TV, and they think it's cozy or it's cool. It's cool. They do it in front of the kid. The kids also do it in front of, you know, on other kids, and they influence them and stuff like that. So I want to know who's to blame here, because also the parents are blaming the government. That yeah, we're sitting like this because literally we have nothing to do. And guys, this is not just a scenario. This is fact. This is literally what's happening. Because if a primary can take 3,600 kids, you would go there and be like, oh, well, there's a lot of kids for my kid. You know, let me just take out my kid somewhere. But you don't even have the power to do that because this is the closest school to your house.
And you're unemployed.
And you're unemployed.
One thing about South African people, they will always find someone to blame. What does the government have to do with anything, J Lab?
Well,
Because there's no employment, there's retails, there's everything. People are going out there to look for work.
yeah, but they come back without getting the jobs.
Some do get jobs. So you're trying to tell me the people who have jobs now were just sitting at home and not applying?
No, see, things, it's not a good enough excuse for GBV, but I was just showing you a point also that's
No,
happening.
we can't involve government if they're not reporting anything. Okay, singasho ukuthi government if they're trying to report this whole thing yokuthi ku-rape abantwana esikolweni and government is not doing anything about it, then we can blame government.
Yeah, but the government is not doing anything about it. Remember, this is a
Are
school.
they reporting
the
it?
government to
That's
do.
the question. Are they reporting that? Is the school reporting that?
Okay, I'm gonna also now represent people from Ivory. This don't chow me. I get it, we're having different opinions.
No,
If-
but think about it. It's the way you raising your kid, and you as a parent, if your child comes home and tells you that someone is violating them, are you not going to go and sort this thing out now?
I mean, it's
You
your
will.
kid.
You
It's
will.
So you can't
The thing
blame
is-
government if you're not doing anything.
The thing is, when you don't know, it's wrong. So that's what I'm saying. The kids, when they do it or when they spoke about it, it was not a joyful thing, but you could feel the tone in the voices of these kids. Yeah, no, Mandla teacher, Mandla, and we was rape, and every day, and now when we ask him, bro, why are you doing this? He will tell you they come to me, they remove their skirts, yabo. Like also, it's not now the boy child only. It's these girls who are playing with him. Yabo. So I'm asking you, if right now you're gonna say, okay, I'm reporting it. You are reporting the child that he raped another child, and it's been happening. Okay, sharp. So they take the child. Obviously, it's a child. You know what I mean? They'll be taken to foster. Or what is the people who help kids? I almost said foster because I watch a lot of American movies.
Social
But,
workers and
social
stuff
workers,
like
yeah, and then now they want to be placed them in a different. So you're actually not fixing the problem because Opalis and Otab are still gonna have sex again and do that. And remember that you work in that community. So now the parents also must pay for what the child did again. So you removing Thabo, who's painting or I don't know, selling whatever at the corner. He's being arrested now is Palisa and the kid. Isn't the situation worse there? So when I blame the government, I'm saying, literally when you wake up in that community, bruh, when we got there, it was like 9, 10. You know, in your community, 9, 10 people are gone.
Yeah,
Kids are at
it's
school,
quiet,
people are at
yeah.
work. Bruh, there it's like weekends.
It's
It's like, you know, people are
People are
just, this is
drinking.
where now it starts. Like people are going out with their gouts to stand at the corners, gossip. There's gents who are starting the Madais games. There's us gay who smoke our morning joints together because we don't have a joint, so you know the gents are there. So if you wanted to pool, you have to go there. But this is a norm that's happening. Even some of them don't even take kids to school anymore. The kid knows, but together they go to school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if the government played its role, also just to take kids to school, bruh. Take the youth to work or internships
That is
or
another
something.
topic. Yo.
I think when I was still in school, there will be those visits from people from government, from education, Department of Education, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, Do these people get those visits?
Not at all. The kids were so happy
No,
to see
this
us.
needs to be reported.
It was as if it's a trip. They were so excited to see us. It is as if like we came there for an event. You know, when you come, give them danons, and then they do maybe a competition yana of dancing. It was not that. We just came straight for those boring things. You see those LO things, or where your
Yeah.
love life will come, or the department. Yeah, those things, they are now done by the foundations. They are not even funded by the government. So you understand that even when the foundations are trying to help that school, they will give 10 pair of shoes in a school worth 3,000.
It's
Yo, I
bad.
almost said price.
The fact that they're
Three-
even sharing bathrooms, it's so wrong.
The container classes. What about the
wrong.
container classes? You know, so the government has also focused on other things and forgot the social security things that they're supposed to be doing. And this is also a violation on human rights.
But also, I've been listening to you. The community you're talking about, it sounds like a messed up community.
But most locations are like that. Think
They-
about it. The government received money given
For those
COVID
times.
and what. Where is that money now? Not one hospital was built. Not one school was repaired or a hospital. No school was built. How many kids are right now not in school because there's no space? People who don't have money now are forced to take their kids to private schools just to get a space.
Dude, funny enough, when I was telling you on our way, the orphanage that we are assisting as the Temiti Foundation, they have 47 kids that don't have certificates. So when a mother would regret having a kid, they will just dump the kid there. So the kid doesn't have origin, that the kid doesn't have a surname, you know what I mean? So she had to like use her surname for the kids. Now they don't have certificates, birth certificates. What kind of future do you think that child is gonna have? Because first things first, right now, currently, they don't even get SASA. You know? So that's why I'm saying, I feel like the government has forgotten what their main role is to help actually the needy. Because if you don't document that child now with what's happening in South Africa right now, especially in the documentation things, this will be a Chidima situation